Pizza, 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 pizza.
All right, folks, it is the ZaBill's Pizza Review channel time. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, today we have Dennis, Mike, and Chris. Hello, fellas.
Oh, dude.
How you doing?
Hi there.
All right, not matching the energy. All right. Today, Sugo's, Dennis?
Sugo's it is. Yep, I asked specifically because I wasn't sure either.
And we didn't want to mispronounce it on the pod.
Exactly.
And then Johhny's. And Johhny's is on Union between Cleveland and Worley.
Cleveland and Worley, yep.
Okay. Sugo's is Harlem and Walden.
Yep. It's a little past Walden, but right by there, yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Sugo's was $21.99 plus $1 for ordering. Bag surcharge $3.50.
What? Bag surcharge?
Yep.
What?
For a pickup.
For a pickup? How much was the surcharge?
$21.99 subtotal. $1 for online, which is fine. Bag surcharge $3.50.
What bag? Looking for the bag.
I don't know. 88 cents for a pickup fee.
You have to pay to pick up your pizza.
Okay. And which one is this?
This is Sugo's.
Good to know.
Yeah, that's going to get mentioned in their review. Just curious. And Johhny's, $28.98, $2.50 tax, $31.52. All right, sounds good. Well, that's kind of fitting because I guess I'll start first. Johhny's Pizza and Sugo's both look like a traditional buffalo pizza. Thicker crusts, cup and char, cheese, sauce. You know, it's all there. Mine's going to be short and sweet. I'm going with Johhny's. There's something. I think the sauce was the opposite of sweet for Sugo's and was a little different. Crust on one was better. Crust on the other wasn't. The Johhny's I liked. Sugo's I liked the crust. Everything else on Johhny's I liked. So I'm going to go with Johhny's. Unfairly, though, I believe I picked Johhny's because it was warmer when it got here from the delay. You know what? I think Johhny's sabotaged Sugo's.
I think that's what happened.
They intentionally delayed your pickup.
Yep.
And charged you for pickup. And then Sugo's is going to suffer.
That's probably what happened. They got us again.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, Dennis, I guess you can go next.
Sounds good. Well, finding out all that stuff about Sugo's, the delivery and the bag charge, I don't get any of that. That just makes me mad. I mean, how much was it again altogether for Sugo?
$31.52. No. $29.60.
So they're both about the same.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess what are you going to do?
I mean, I look at the receipts for most of the orders, and I don't usually see a bag fee and a pickup fee. Yeah, I'm doing you a favor by picking it up.
Yeah, it just seemed weird.
I can understand like you're charging me for loop it all into the online fee. Then if you are you're losing 3 or 6% for a credit card.
See, now I disagree a little bit. They should just charge more for the pizza. When you read how much Johhny's was, I didn't question it.
Sure.
But when the other one, you're like, it's only 21, whatever you said. I'm like, oh, cool. Plus this. Why are you charging me all these fees? I'd rather just look and see it's a $31 pizza.
Yep.
So work your fees in. You know,
Yep.
It's not marketing because marketing is positive and that's not marketing. It's lack of marketing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Big time.
Or if you're going to advertise a cheap pizza, it needs to stay that way. You can't add all these fees. It's like Ticketmaster, right? And they have all these fees. Like, okay, I'm done. Rant over.
Yep.
All right, I guess I'll get to the pizza here. So the Johhny's for me was way better. As you mentioned, it was a little warmer. The crust was better on the Sugo's, which I agree with you, Kyle. The sauce cheese mixture I thought was really good on the Johhny's.
Yep.
And then the cup and char was pretty much the same on both. Johhny's might have had a few more pepperonis, but I mean that we're really kind of cutting hairs right there. But overall, I think Johhny's was better, had more flavor, and Johhny's it is.
Yeah. One last thing I forgot to mention. I think the Johhny's sauce was a little spicier.
Yeah, it did have a little kick to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Mike.
Well, my rant's not over.
Okay. Perfect.
So I like both of them. And I was having trouble choosing between the two of them. But that receipt thing, that'll actually make me choose. And just because it's stupidity. Like, why put that on there?
Yeah.
You know? So, but I did like the Johhny's better overall. I really did. I like the spice you mentioned, Kyle.
You like it, the spice?
Yeah, I like it, the spice. So that was good. So my vote goes to Johhny's, and I'm going to take a negative vote off of the other one for the receipt.
All right, sounds good. Johnson.
It was like you, short and sweet. I luckily had Johhny's first, and biting into it was an excellent piece of pizza. I like my pizza cooked that way. Dennis was talking about, there was a little bit of a burn to it, and the crunch in the crust. That's my style right there.
Right.
I felt like when I bit into Sugo's, I got towards the middle of it, it looked around the edges that it was really cooked, but then in the middle, I got a little bit of I don't know how to explain it. It was just kind of gooey, to be honest with you. It wasn't great. Something was off about it. Probably was the sauce. But I do think that there was a kick in Johhny's sauce as well, because I kind of felt that on my lips afterwards. I don't know what it was, but Johhny's by far was the better of the two, in my opinion.
You know what was off on that? The receipt was in the middle.
Yeah, I think I chewed into the receipt.
And they charge you for it.
They gave me a bite-in fee for the receipt.
That's funny. All right, folks, that's a landslide for Johhny. What's
the one thing I forgot about Sugo's was when we pulled the pizza, the Sugo's, the cheese stayed on the rest of the pizza. Wasn't a big fan of that.
You mean it fell off your slice?
It fell off the slice. Yeah.
So
so it stuck with the pizza.
Is that possibly because it's like at that temperature of between cold, where the cheese gets hard and still?
It could be
malleable, but
just another thing. I think they charged us also for the cheese too. So,
yeah. Well, I hope so.
You didn't pay the cheese application fee.
Yeah. So, folks, if you are on any of our socials, you will see in the next coming days or week that I participated in a chicken wing tour. A friend of mine from the Albany area came out, and I joined him and his friend, and we went to 6 spots. I couldn't believe that we fit in 6 places in a matter of 7 hours. We could have done 7 places. We took a break at once. So I'll just run down where I went, and if anybody has been there, they can chime in on their opinions if they can remember what they had. So our first stop was 40 Thieves, Allentown, Elmwood, and what would that be? Just north of West Ferry. Cool vibe, downstairs, upstairs, kind of like a hipsterish kind of place, I think. I had the French onion soup. I'm a connoisseur of French onion soup, and to date, they have the best French onion soup I've ever had. There's one other place that's on my list, Lakeshore Cafe on Route 5 in Lake, that I heard is also delicious. So we ordered medium wings mostly across the board. We had to pace ourselves, so we only got 10 at a spot, except for 2 places we ordered a little more, but the wing was like, when you bite into a wing or about to bite into a wing, and you can kind of inhale through your mouth a little bit, and you get wafted with that like acid smell aroma that's about to come, and that's what I was expecting. It wasn't there. I got sweet and tangy. It was really, really nice. My buddies got there a couple minutes before me, and they ordered them extra crispy. I've never ordered wings intentionally extra crispy, but whatever. They didn't come out extra crispy, so I guess that was good. Every single wing, top to bottom, was juicy, crispy, and tender. Every single wing was kicked perfectly. And I will tell you this now, of every place we went to, the wings were like clean and fresh. Like, if I'm going to get wings from any pizza place that we've ever had, usually it's a Friday night or whatever it is, and it's almost like they didn't change the fryer oil. And you can taste it, right? These wings were so clean and fresh. It was refreshing, because if you're going to... I can't eat a lot of wings anymore. I got made fun of the other day when I went out to dinner because I can't eat 20 wings anymore, which... That's a lot of chicken wings. He's telling me he could eat 50. I'm like, no way you could eat 50.
50 is a lot, but I mean, I could probably do 20.
I can't do 21 sitting. There's no way. Unless they're these wings that we had that like taste clean. They're not soaked in oil, right? So 40 Thieves was very good. Then we went down to Adolph's, Old First Ward. It's exactly what you would expect to see on the inside. It is epitome of South Buffalo Irish bar pub. Of the tour, these were the most closest thing to what you would think of or see or taste in a traditional buffalo wing. It was just Frank's, a little bit of butter, here you go. They make their own blue cheese. I'm not going to get into blue cheeses, except 40 Thieves really had a good homemade blue cheese. Adolph's was supposedly homemade. It was kind of like a cottage cheese consistency where they scooped their dish maybe because it was super chunky. Like, I like it chunky, but this was like too chunky and like no cream in there. So Adolph's were delicious wings. Didn't take long. Were cooked really well. Like I said, traditional buffalo. Then we go to Gene McCarthy's.
I like it there.
Another cool spot.
Yep.
Right? Like, this is where, if you're a steel worker, like, this is your hangout.
Yeah.
You know, it was cool. So we got 10 medium there. Now, their wings did not come out wet or saucy. Theirs are more drier, and they put on like this, almost like a pepper kind of, black pepper and maybe a red pepper flake kind of a thing on there. They were delicious. Crispy, delicious. Then we left there. We went to Doc Sullivan's, and we were told from a patron sitting next to us at G. McCarthy's, he nudged me. He's like, hey, what wing did you order? And I told him I just got medium, whatever. He's like, okay. And then he made small talk, and we're like, oh, yeah, me and these guys were on a chicken wing tour today. He's like, oh, no kidding, that sounds like a blast. Where have you been? Where are you going? So we told him. He's like, oh, if you're going to Doc Sullivan's, you got to get the Smitty wing. And we asked about the beef on weck wing that we've heard about over there, and they said it's like a dessert wing. So we go over there, and we order the Smitty wing, and we picked the wrong flavor. Wings were cooked great, but there was like a strong hint of cumin. And I'm like, huh. I like cumin in like chili and stuff like that, you know, but like on a chicken wing and it was only cumin, I was like, It was a good wing still. Then we left there.
You know, Doc Sullivan's, I've been in probably 100 times, and the first time I had chicken wings was back in September. And they're pretty good. I didn't get the Smitty. I got like medium.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
So I should have done that. I found out that 40 Thieves and Doc Sullivan's are owned by the same guy, so.
Who recently passed away.
Oh, okay.
Well, a couple months ago.
Yeah, see, I'm talking about your neighborhood here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Delicious wing, so I'll go back. Every spot is a cool spot so far. Then we went to Sunny Red's in Lackawanna. We got there. They opened up at 4 o'clock. We were there at 3:57. We walk in, and there's just the staff, and I'm like, are we too early? They're like, nope, we just opened up. I'm like, sweet. So the guy at Gene McCarthy's, who let me down on the cumin, recommended General Tso's wings. And he said that they're like a wing nut style where they're kind of like battered. So we ordered 10 of those, and we ordered 10 medium. These wings were very big. The General Tso wing was probably one of the best wings I've ever had in my life. It was so freaking good. Medium wings were a medium sauce with a little bit of a garlic parm kind of sprinkled on there. Also a good wing. And then the last destination, I think that's 5 so far. Dennis, you keeping notes here?
I'm not. I was just writing down about Sunny Red's. Where in Lackawanna is that?
It was like where the old Jay's Playhouse was.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like a block or two south of Martin.
Yeah, I know. The Jay's White Elephant, right? Is that
No, further down. Like right across the street from Lucarelli's.
Okay.
So, yeah. So that was a cool spot. And then the last but not least, we went to the world-renowned 911 Tavern. I don't know the side street, but it's off of South Park. And we got there at 5 o'clock. They opened at 4:30. The place was fucking jamming. Couldn't believe it. 5 o'clock. So got a spot out front. We walk in. She's like, oh, is your whole party here? I said, yep, we're all here. Are you guys okay waiting 50 minutes for food? Your fries will come out in like 10. We're like, we look at each other. We're like, yeah, okay. My buddy, right from there, I was dropping him back out of his car because we carpool. We both drove down from Buffalo or North Buffalo, and then we parked at the tops at Bailey and South Park there, and then I drove around. So right from there, they were going to drive back to Albany. So I'm like, what do you want to do? This is up to you. I'm like, you guys did this all in one day. They're like, oh, no, we're going to wait. I said, okay. So ordered fries, ordered 20 medium. Probably the wait was like an hour and 10 minutes. But it was worth it. 911 made a good wing.
911 is probably the closest bar to my house.
Yep.
And I've never been there.
Well, you should go. They don't do takeout. It's cash only.
I couldn't do the wait. Just wouldn't be good for me.
Yeah, I don't know if you could call ahead and pick. I don't think they'll do that. But anyways, so another wing that was very similar to the medium at Sunny Red's. It was a medium with a garlic and parm on there, cooked perfectly, just the right amount of crisp and still juicy. Oh my god! So, but yeah, I probably ate 18 to 22 wings plus or minus a couple.
That whole day?
Yeah. So that was a good pace. 7 hours, So we were 3 of us for most of it, and then a 4th guy showed up at Sunny Red, so he helped. We each got 5 there. But other than that, it was like, you take 3, then I take 4, then you take 3, you take 4, kind of thing. So, but yeah, so that was really cool. If the ZaBills team ever had a free Friday or a Saturday where we could make that work, that would be a fun thing to do.
Sounds good.
Get one little bus or something. And
you were talking about the French onion at 40 Thieves. The French onion at the Blackthorn is pretty good. I don't know if you ever had it there, but it's pretty good.
I have never been there. Alicia's been there. I heard it's very good there. I was actually told I should have audibled, and instead of going to Doc Sullivan's, I could have went to Blackthorn instead.
Yeah.
Next one. So, all right, that's enough of my rambling. Anybody have any good pizzas since the last time they've been here?
Not really. I had Papa's again. That's close to my house, so I seem to have a good amount. It was all right. It wasn't anything to write home about.
Was it better than the second time, but not as good as the first?
Yeah.
We drove by that on a Friday, and it was busy.
Yeah, it's usually pretty busy. They do a lot on Facebook, like a lot of advertising and stuff like that. So yeah. I think they're pretty good with that. But it wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It was good, but it wasn't like not.
How recently did you have that?
About a week ago.
How does it compare to the two tonight?
I would say the Johhny's was probably better tonight.
Oh,
I liked the Johhny's a lot tonight. Sugo not as much, but and we already talked about all the little charges. But the Johhny's was pretty good tonight. I would say it's a little bit better than the Papa's.
Okay. Johnson, have you had any pizza lately?
We had Gino's on Saturday night after my son's hockey game.
Do tell me, because I had a Gino's recently. And
so the wings I had commented were outstanding, and they usually always are there. You order them.
Better wings than pizza, I think, there.
Yes. You order them one way, and that's the exact way they come out. So they were fantastic. The pizza was super doughy and just super heavy cheese, more than normal, and I felt like it was rushed. It was a Saturday at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, so, in their defense, I'm sure they were super busy, but the pizza was not great. I don't even think I finished my piece.
Yeah, I had Gino's like probably 2 weeks ago or so, and maybe 3 weeks ago.
Here?
No, I had it at my mother-in-law's house. But the wings were great, like you said, and
they got a Gino's?
No, I went to the Gino's, in Tonawanda. The one you're thinking of, the one on Fry's.
Oh, she lives around here.
Yeah.
Never mind. I was thinking of the wrong person. I apologize. I apologize.
Yeah, so it was pretty good. The pizza wasn't as good. The wings were real good, but the pizza wasn't great.
Yeah, the last one I had wasn't that great either. So, all right. Any other food related topics?
I have not had pizza, but I've gone to Climax twice in the past 2 weeks.
No shit.
Yeah, my girls wanted to go, and one was busy one night, and the other one was so I went twice.
No shit.
Yeah.
And how long were your waits each night?
Not bad at all. In fact, the one night we went was the Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. We expected to be packed. We went in at 7 o'clock. It was dead.
Really?
Yeah. Good for us.
Because a friend of ours and a guest one night of the show, Criddle, he said he went to go one night and the wait was like an hour, so they went somewhere else.
Yep. They'll tell you the food's going to be a while, but typically I don't care.
Sure.
I'm hanging out with my girls. We just sit there and shoot the shit. But we were lucky both times.
Oh, I'm glad you brought up Thanksgiving. How was everybody's Thanksgiving, Donnie?
It was good. It was very good. We actually celebrated the Sunday before Thanksgiving because I had to work on Thanksgiving.
Did you get triple time or double time and a half?
Double time and a half, yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, so, but it was good because my daughter, the way things work out with divorced people. She just always goes with my ex-wife for Thanksgiving, and that's how the way it's always been. It's the way it's worked out. But she was able to be there the Sunday before Thanksgiving with us, so it was nice. It was the I think first time since she was 1 year old that we were able to do that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Did you have turkey?
Yeah, turkey,
regular thing?
turkey and ham actually.
Turkey and ham.
Yeah,
Nice.
So it was good.
Nice, Mike.
Yeah, I went to my in-laws. You could feel sorry for me. That's fine. No, we had a good time. In fact, my father and my sister go there as well. So we get the whole family together. It's a nice day, you know. My wife is still one-arm Willie, so that makes it a little...
How's that going?
It's a little rough. It'll be 5 weeks on Friday, and she just starts PT on Wednesday.
I thought the last Bills game you went to, she went.
No, I went with my daughter.
I was like, damn, look at her. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's not her.
Yeah, no. In fact, I was going with my buddy to that game, and because of the snowstorm, I found out his son couldn't get back to Xavier. I'm like, I'm not taking your kids.
Where's that? What city is that?
Yeah, I think it's in Indiana, I think.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Either way, he couldn't go down the 90. The 90 was closed.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not taking his ticket. So I gave him the ticket back. I'm like, take your son. I'm not taking a ticket. Well, my daughter found out and bought us tickets for Christmas for me.
Oh, nice.
He took me to the game. I'm like, hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's how I
Nice.
ended up going. Yep.
Johnson?
Thanksgiving was good. It was smaller this time around. My younger brother took my parents and his family down to St. Martin, and they were down there for a week. So it was just my older brother and his family and my family.
At your
Four of
house?
us. It was at my brother's house.
Oh, okay.
So it was cool. It was quiet, pretty chill. It was a good day of football and drinking and eating. It was a good day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, in case you didn't hear my Thanksgiving story from the last podcast, we had a nice little family argument at the table.
was
It
really
got
fun.
real uncomfortable.
Great.
Yeah. So
Pistachios again?
this was not about pizza. This was about a front door.
Oh.
Yep. Front door. So
Well, besides the arguing, how was Thanksgiving?
So it was really good. I'm going to shout out Wegmans because they catered about half of it. We did 2 large brined turkey breasts and prime rib.
Oh, nice.
So leftovers great. One aunt brought over her famous stuffing, which was great for leftover. And we had some great desserts. Thanksgiving's a tough one to get through, a lot of leftovers that you don't want to throw out, but yet you don't want to eat it for like 4 days in a row just because you're like, oh, God, I got to get back to the normal schedule.
Yeah, I usually force myself. The stuffing is the best part for me.
Let me ask you this. What type of stuffing do you like? Because I've known people that'll put raisins and sausage and apple and all that kind of stuff. You seem like a no-frills stuffing kind of guy.
So I think you guys are going to make fun of me here. But
Oh, yeah. I'm glad I asked.
Stovetop.
Yep, stovetop all the way.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know what? I think we talked about that last year.
Yeah.
And we got on
Yeah,
a little
you
bit.
can't go wrong. It's easy to make.
No, I hear you. Consistent. That's funny. Do either of you two have any funny little food items at Thanksgiving that are not traditional, that are fun?
My family makes fun of me because I want Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts.
I like Brussels sprouts.
Ever since I was a kid, I've liked them.
We had a Brussels sprout and bacon kind of thing here this year.
I
Love it.
To me, they're perfect when you've charred them a little bit, just a little
Cup and
bit.
char.
Yep.
Cup and
Oh,
char. That's how we did it, yeah. What about you, Johnson?
No,
Anything?
not really.
What do you got going on over there?
Sabres game's on.
I can put it on the fucking TV.
Yeah, what I want to bother you.
Dennis, do you want to switch sides?
No,
It's all good. You don't have to. I'm just watching
that's
here.
on the way.
It's 2-2.
He's like the Sabres. No, I don't want to watch.
Yeah, I know. It's just stuck on my
What I do
phone.
to
I'm
you?
trying not to watch it. It's just there. It popped up.
Okay.
My sister-in-law makes green bean casserole, and I had a discussion with my students about this. I can't stomach green bean casserole.
We
I'm
had
not
it
sure
here.
what the deal is with it. Like, it's not just green beans. Can't it just be green beans?
It's
why
like
is
green beans and
all sorts of
cream
shit.
and
Mushroom
bacon
soup and-
yeah.
it makes you want to puke.
Those special little dried noodles that
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Gagging just thinking about it.
Those are like dried onions or something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So that's it.
Okay. All right, folks. This was a long pizza talk. I got into some other things. And, we'll catch you on the next one. We'll have to figure out our pizza plan ahead of time. I got an idea. So, all right, though. Also, thank you to Mike at MJB Electric. He is handy in commercial and residential. If you want to call Mike, 716-465-5017. And our other sponsor of the show, who's been a partner for a while, is Dr. Bob at Doug's Chiropractic. You can check him at DudzTheChiropractor.com. That's DUDZIK, chiropractic.com. Or you can call him at 716-634-6272. He has 2 locations, Harris Hill and Worley. The other is on Harlem, across the street from the cemetery, even though that cemetery is enormous. I know it doesn't help you. But thank you to the 2 of them, and thank you, folks, for checking in, helping us grow our YouTube channel. We're going to have a couple other things on there besides pizza, possibly an eggnog taste test challenge, a bourbon blind taste test challenge, and anything else you may want us to do the homework for you so you don't have to waste time. We should do a chicken sandwich competition between like Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, Dave's Hot Chicken. Ooh, that sounds good. Okay, I'm getting a little excited. All right, folks, catch you on the next one. Have a good one. And as always, go Bills.
Go Bills.
Bills.